All right, so today I'm here with Machiavelli, my buddy here. We're gonna break down some Notre Dame, or not just Notre Dame, but some college games for this weekend. Um, James has some pretty good games to watch and some pretty good gambles and bets to watch for this weekend. Let's start with Notre Dame and Navy. James, what do you got there?
Uh, they got the spread actually at 20, and I think that's kind of crazy. Only because last year Notre Dame they barely got the offense. They start getting hot later into the season. This year they got a new quarterback with Sam Hartman transferring from Wake Forest. It's always been really a dogfight between Navy and Notre Dame. So I don't see the 20. I see Notre Dame winning, but not by 20. Maybe I would say a touchdown, but not by 20.
Yeah, the updated odds are Navy by 17 or Notre Dame by 17.
Hmm. Yeah,
Money
I mean,
money line for Notre Dame is 1,008. So it's kind
safe
of
than sorry.
yeah, it's kind of
It's a whole
ridiculous.
it's a whole point of being safe than sorry. I mean, there's crazier odds out there. Like what was it? It was the guy, the crazy dude who took Alabama. I don't know if you heard about this. A guy took Alabama and he put 300,000 down. No, it was 75,000 down. He's only gonna win $300, dude. Money line.
That's insane. That's too
Yeah,
much.
I
Yeah,
know.
I actually got I want to see the that Joe Alt offensive lineman.
Hmm.
He didn't allow any sacks last year as a sophomore.
Well, they keep offensive linemen. I knew that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how they got some, yeah. They
he's
got some
a
studs.
he's only a junior and he's already being predicted to be one of the top linemen in the NFL draft. And
So I
then
totally agree.
I also want to watch what's his name, Audric Estime,
Hmm.
running back. He had 95 yards, 14 carries in a win over South Carolina in the Gator Bowl.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
he's
it's yeah it's I think it's if they that's the thing, if they can get, if Sam Hartman can get that offense going, then they should have no problems. If not, then I mean it's, I don't know. I do not know. And Navy pretty much runs a basic offense with what, I formation with a fullback.
yeah, like who you don't ever see fullbacks in the NFL anymore. Much less
Yeah,
you only see it in college.
yeah, exactly. Like even what was it, a week ago? Nobody in the NFL had a fullback sign.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy. So you safe bet for Notre Dame Navy. You say a
straight money
seven?
line. Yeah, seven or money line. I mean, it's really 6.5 just because you want to cover that touchdown. But yeah, I say safe bet because you don't know.
And if you were wanting to actually put some money on it to gamble, what would you
Mm,
put Notre Dame to win by?
mm,
Or would you just pick Navy to cover
mm. I would pick Navy to cover.
plus 17? That's pretty close. That's a good one.
Yeah, I would pick Navy to cover because yeah, their main tight end, May, he's gone. I mean, yeah, I would pick them to cover. And he
And
was a beast.
not only that, but Notre Dame, this will be the 96th meeting, and Notre Dame has won 81 out of those 95 games.
Hmm. I said,
So,
I know Notre Dame's gonna win. It's just how much is a whew.
especially for being the first game back of the season.
Hmm. It's all about which Notre Dame team shows up.
Exactly.
Because if it was one from last year, then you're in fucking trouble. If
Yes.
it's if this one, like the later part of the year when they start getting hot and start, because they went from what, a top 10 team to unranked, and then they start catching back on fire, and then yeah, but it all depends on that.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go to USC and San Jose State.
Ooh. Ooh.
The new spread is USC by 31.
Mm-hmm. I got that one by 34 and a half. Caleb Williams, Heisman Trophy winner. Uh, he's got a lot of critics and everything. He's going to silence. I think he's going to try to silence them and go off like crazy this year. He's still the favorite to win the Heisman, if you ever want to put that in. And yeah, San Jose State, they really don't have anybody that's notable that can stop anything USC is going to do. Like,
Exactly. Williams threw for 4,537 passing yards on 500 attempts last year. So
mhm.
he can easily get 5,000 this year.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to try to do that. Like yeah.
And then their defense is going to be USC's defense is they're returning both safeties, Max Williams and Kalen Bullock, and they led the team in tackles and interceptions last year.
Mm-hmm. I see those two being probably a first and second round pick for somebody when they finally hit the draft. They
Yes.
are, they are, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching film on both of them last night, and wow, like Williams can hit. Bullock, he reminds me of Mike Hilton. I know you don't like it, but hey, he reminds me of Mike Hilton, bro. Mike Hilton's a dog.
There's only one reason I don't like Mike Hilton, and that's
Hey,
because he left my team. Other than that, he's cool.
hey, Pittsburgh should have paid him, but that's an argument for another day.
Yeah.
So safe bet for USC and San Jose State would be USC by
No, safe bet would be 27 and a half. If you want to push it a little bit, like what I'm doing, I'm definitely pushing it on this one because it's, San Jose State, 34 and a half, minus 34 and a half. I see probably what 52-10 or something like that. I see in the 50s, and maybe if Jose State, maybe if they get some offense, they might score 10. Might, but I doubt it.
Okay, so here's another question for you. If Williams stays healthy this year, do you see USC being one of those top four teams?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, even if he does, he's got I don't know what it is. Like he has two big losses from last year, and they were the same team, or Utah. So I don't know. I mean, and we got to see what Utah does this year, and if it's pretty much the same returning team, and they always keep a good running back and great kind of hybrid defense. It might have some trouble for him. It's kind of like how Indiana used to have. They used to give Justin Fields fits because of a hybrid defense, and it was a different look. So everybody else has the same look, same look, same look, same look, and then you see a hybrid defense where it's like everything's all shifty. It's still cover three or this, that, this, but it looks completely different. And they're running around with a lot of fast linebackers who's pretty much like safety. So they were giving him fits. So I think that's the same case in this one. It all depends on, I mean, if he can get over that Utah hump, then yeah. Because he can't be Utah right now.
Yeah, and I've got notes on Utah. I mean, Cam Rising's still recovering from that injury, so I mean, Utah is just going to be a plug and play quarterback until he gets back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then there's another game you wanted to go over. Uh, I know you said Hawaii and Vanderbilt.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
The updated odds from whenever I did my research is Vanderbilt 17 and a half. Money
With that
line
one.
money line for Vanderbilt is minus 950.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to be safe, I'm just saying, if you want to be safe, I'll take that spread. That's like easy in this case. If you want to push the limit, push it. If you can move the spread, I would move it to the max. Last year, Vanderbilt destroyed Hawaii. Jesus, I think it was by 30 or 40 points. Hawaii hasn't been able to get no really good transfers or anything like that. They're still kind of struggling. Vanderbilt has actually gotten better, as you know, these past 2 years. 3 years ago, I used to actually pick against Vanderbilt, like Vanderbilt's playing this team, Vanderbilt's playing that team. But
I,
they
I
only had
remember.
one
I
game.
remember. You would always tell me, "Hey, Vanderbilt's about to lose. They're playing this week."
Yeah, Vanderbilt was one of those I pick a punk in teams, So if anything, I actually surprised because they went from I think 1 to 2 wins to I think they won like 5 or 6 last year, which is actually impressive. But Hawaii, they only had 2 wins last year, and those were against you can kind of say online schools. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be close. I definitely see a blowout. Definitely.
And not only that, Hawaii. I mean, of course, they're still recovering from those fires and everything that's going on down there. But
Hmm.
um, so safe bet. You said bunny. Take the spread for Hawaii.
Yeah,
If you
regular
want to,
17 and a half.
if you want to push it, would you push it to 21?
I'd push it to 23 if I could. 23
There
and
you
a half
go.
if I
There
could.
you go. So that's a good
Yeah,
one.
I don't.
Okay, and then I know a lot of people. I mean, we both know a lot of people from El Paso. So let's go to that UTEP and Jacksonville State.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
Updated odds are UTEP for a point,
Mm,
and its money line is favorite for Jacksonville at 105.
yeah. That's a toss-up game. But if I had to pick one, it would be Utah because of their running back. They got a wide receiver that's pretty good, and their quarterback is not, upper tier, but he's decent. Jacksonville State.
Mhm.
I what was it 2 years ago? They had a great win over Florida State, which I didn't like, but yeah, it happens. And but since then, they really haven't done anything.
Exactly.
So I would give UTEP the edge because I don't really. They don't have a really good offense. It's like hope this win like that whole backyard football type deal, and it's no real. I don't think there's real structure. And UTEP, I mean, they have people. They have people in sports. It's just I don't know what happens with them. I don't. I have no idea.
It's El Paso. We know exactly what goes on in El Paso.
Oh yeah,
Um, and then right down the road from El Paso, you
yeah.
have the New Mexico State Aggies. They're taking on UMass.
Oh
And of course, you were telling me UMass was on that
man. Oh
terrible
man.
losing streak.
They broke 2 records,
I
being
mean,
horrible. They lost 69 games in a row, and also lost 69 games in a row by 25 or more points. Um, they played last year actually, NMSU and UMass lost by 13. So this one, I mean, safe bet. I think the spread is already 7. Safe is easily touchdown, but I would take 2 touchdowns. So I would put it at 13 and a half. If you're gambling, understand. But
yeah.
yeah, I would take 2 touchdowns on that one because UMass is, oh my God awful.
Yeah,
And
so
the only
UMass
team
UMass for you now is the new Vanderbilt. Bet against them.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
UMass is
the new spread for
last year
that
it was
is 6.5. So
yeah. Last year it was UMass, Colorado, California. Oh man, Colorado. They were kind of like on a UMass streak until they beat California, and then you lose. Like if you lose to one of the teams I picked, then you just join the bunch. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's like UMass broke that streak against UConn, and UConn's playing NC State. So there's another one. That's the next week, but that's another one.
yeah, we'll break that one down a little bit next week. You also have Ohio and San Diego State.
Mm, Rich Rodriguez. Can't go wrong with him. And Ohio, I mean, I think they're like third in their division, in their little conference with Toledo. because Toledo dominates that one.
Yes.
But I would go with San Diego State. Definitely.
Yeah, the spread for that one is 2 points for San Diego State.
Yeah,
What,
I would leave it at that. Or no, I would just take money line because it might be a fight, but I would still take Rich Rodriguez over Ohio.
yeah, money line is San Diego State minus 135, Ohio plus 115.
You cannot go wrong with that one.
I'd actually take the spread, bump up Ohio for 3 points, and have them take the cover the spread.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
Safe bet.
I mean, if it's safe, I mean, yeah. Or you just want to get a little bit more, you can. I would, but if you're just doing like a wild little wacky one, I would go for a touchdown. I'll go 6.5, just because it's San Diego State. I mean, I don't see Ohio. The main thing is, can you move the ball? Can you move a ball against a great coach, great defense, great players, and you're just kind of mediocre. You know what I'm saying? That's what they are, mediocre. So I
Yeah,
don't think.
I know every time you like UNM or NMSU, every time they play San Diego State, San Diego State just destroys them.
Mhm.
So I can see Ohio. I could see San Diego State honestly winning by 10.
Yeah, I'm like
I mean
definitely.
that's definitely a gamble there. That's definitely pushing. I don't even think the odd makers will even let the point spread go that high.
Nah. I think they've been getting lit up a little bit lately with doing that with college football. So, especially week 0, like there's a lot of teams being fed to the wolves. So, yeah, UMass is fed to the wolves every week. So,
No, yes, of
I don't
course.
know.
And like you said, being fed to the wolves, we got our last one, and that's Louisiana Tech and Florida International. Louisiana
Another
Tech.
two-win team. I
Louisiana
would take
Tech is
Louisiana
favored.
Tech.
Yep, they're favored by 11.
Mm-hmm.
Money line is 450 for Louisiana Tech. They're favored, of course. I don't know very much about those two teams. I haven't followed that conference as much. But from what I've seen, Louisiana Tech is the better football team. Just by looking, if you just look at just their stats and their wins from last year, you can tell Louisiana Tech is the better football team.
Oh, hands down. Florida International, they were punching bags. Seems like that. Most people are like, oh man, they suck and this, that, this. Me, I look at it as, oh, opportunity. You're not good. I'm gonna take advantage of you. Money line, spread, depending on how I feel, or just do ones with a whole bunch of teams like that. Money line, you'll win. That's easy. Those are the teams you have to like. If you want to make something, you need teams like that. And Florida International was one of them. Like I don't know. I mean, in between them and they're playing Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech had a lot of good wins too, but compared to that, I don't know. It's easy money. I would take it at 2 touchdowns. Um, if you want to be safe, take it at 6.5. But always keep that 6.5, 13.5. So you have the over. You have a little bit of overhead because that does matter.
It does
it,
matter.
it does matter.
All right, so that's going to do it for today for college football. Here in a few days, we will be talking about week 1 NFL, and then we'll also get to week 1 college football. And then here after a few episodes go by and everything, we'll see what the audience thinks, and if they like your bets with college football, wait till they see your bets with soccer.
Big money.
Those are big, but that's for another day. So we'll end this video here, and we'll get back to you guys at another day.